We're going to show you how we turn this
into this
and then into this. Kaya kora. Hello friends.
This vegetable-loaded hummus-inspired dip is our favourite hiking, backpacking lunch. It just happens to be
vegan,
gluten-free,
dairy-free,
high fibre,
easy to make,
easy to dehydrate,
easy to rehydrate,
versatile,
super lightweight,
nutritious,
and delicious. And comes with a set of steak knives.
We'll start with the base recipe for the dip. You just need 4 ingredients. First, tinned legumes. We've used chickpeas, but you could substitute butter beans, cannellini beans or something like that. We're using 2 tins per batch today. The liquid, which is called aquafaba, might be handy later. Garlic to taste. We're using 4 cloves, peeled and really roughly chopped. Fresh lemons or limes. I like to use some zest to zing some extra flavour in. And we'll need at least 1/4 cup of juice per tin of chickpeas. Tahini, hulled or unhulled, whatever you prefer, about 1/4 cup per tin of legumes. Food processor makes it easy. Throw in the zest, garlic, lemon juice and tahini. And salt, because you'll sweat like a beast out on track. Blend until it's light and fluffy. If it's sticky or too solid, add more juice or aquafaba from the chickpeas. It's ready when it's light and loose and it's turned to a lighter colour. Once it is light and fluffy, dump in the chickpeas, blast away until it looks something like this. Keep adding lemon juice or aquafaba or water if it seems too solid or sticky. You can eat or dehydrate this as it is now, but we prefer to load it up with vegetables and flavour. We're making 2 varieties today. First, sweet potato
Kumara.
with smoked paprika, wattle seed and rosemary. The beetroot is partnered with cumin, sumac, cinnamon, cardamom and thyme. Don't be shy with your spices. You'll be really glad for a tasty hit when you're out on trail. Use anything you fancy. Curry spices, Mexican spices, Moroccan spices, chili, herbs from your garden, whatever. Add a very light coating of oil. One of those sprays could be really good too. Toss the cut up vegetables with the spices, add a bit of salt. Then we roast or air fry it. I suppose you could just zap it in the microwave too, but we like the roasted flavour. Let the vegetables cool off before you zhoof them together with the base mixture. You might want to add more liquid again. Enjoy the change of colour. Each tray of vegetables is combined with a whole portion of base mix. That's 2 tins worth each.
It's dehydrating time. Grab your dehydrator trays and put some baking paper on them. You can see from the colour we've used the same paper on both batches. Spread the dip on, about 1/2 centimetre thick. Try to make it fairly even. We've got the Sunbeam Food Lab dehydrator and we love it. Set the dehydrator to 60 degrees Celsius and pop them in for about 4 hours to start with. You want to get it to a snappable consistency and it can take up to 6 hours or so for this. Let it cool to room temperature and break the mixture up into chunks, blitz in the food processor till you get a crummy texture. Put it back in the dehydrator at 60 degrees Celsius for another 2 hours or until absolutely 100% completely dry. If in doubt, put it in longer, you can't over dehydrate. Let this cool to room temperature. Store in an airtight container or Ziploc bags as soon as possible. We vacuum seal ours for longevity. Our vacuum sealer is Campfire brand. We get long rolls of BPA-free, food-grade quality plastic. We want smaller bags, so we cut it and use the sealer-only option to close off the open sides. Fold that in half and cut to make 2 small pouches with one end open. We weigh out about 40 to 50 grams per person and it works well for us, but take more if you're hungry. Then use the vacuum seal option to close off the pouches.
This is the final haul from this session. It's so easy to rehydrate. You can just cut the top off the bag and add cold water straight into it, or you can do it in a cup or bowl. Add just enough water to cover it, mix it in and leave for a couple of minutes. Add more water if it's too thick. To make it really yummy and to add calories, we added olive oil or sesame oil, which we carried in these GSI condiment pouches. Eat it with crackers, flatbread, carrot sticks, or whatever you like. This is a great bit of hiking prep to do in winter when there are loads of lemons and limes to barter, borrow, or beg from your neighbourhood. And here's a bonus tip. Don't throw away the peel. I put it into a jar and then cover it with plain white vinegar. Leave it to steep for a while until it looks something like this, and then I use it to make a cleaning spray for the kitchen and bathroom. Add a little bit of detergent in with it as well, and Bob's your uncle, or your walking companion on the Bibbulmun track.